Let's take a look at how to reserve seats on board of the Glacier Express, the famous train in Switzerland. Those reservations are quite pricey, so it's handy to take a look at the reservation process before you start doing it yourself. There are various websites where you can book those seats. In my case, I'm going to book them on the official Glacier Express website. That site is glacierexpress.ch, and we start by going to the tickets menu. If you're interested in second class or first class seats like I am, then be sure to pick the classic option and not the excellence class. The excellence class is a more luxurious experience on board the train, which is great but much more expensive. So pick the classic option here. The first step is to select your departure station and arrival station, also the date of travel and the class of travel. In my case, I'm interested to travel from Brig to Andermatt in April of 2024, the 16th, and I would like to travel in first class. You now need to select the number of travelers. Below that, you see how many seats are still available on that day. You can also see how many seats are available on the surrounding day, so a couple of days after your preferred date or before your preferred date, which could come in handy if your date is fully booked out, which does happen sometimes. So you can still switch your travel date here, should that be necessary. In the bottom of the screen you can see the train carriages or the coaches. In this case the train has 3 coaches to select from, so you can switch between them. The light green seats are available for you to select. The dark green seats are the 2 seats in my case that have been allocated automatically by the system, but you can still make a different choice if you like different seats. In my case it selected 2 seats that are not together, so obviously I would like to change that selection, so I can deselect the dark green seats and select other ones. Seats 61 and 62 are the ones that I prefer, so I'm going to select those and then I proceed to the next screen. Now we need to fill out the names and the birth dates of the travelers. Now do note the reduction drop down here. You need to make the right choice there. In my case, I'm traveling with a Swiss travel pass like many tourists do. The pass entitles me to travel all over Switzerland for free. So I'm basically telling the system here that I'm entitled to buy a seat reservation only for the Glacier Express and that I don't need a full price ticket. Next it will show me the shopping cart, so an order overview to check one more time if this is indeed what I want to order. It's now time to finalize and pay. Be sure to check out as a guest. There's also an option to check out with a Swiss pass, but that's not related to Swiss travel passes and not an option that you need as a tourist. A Swiss pass is for Swiss residents, so unless you have one, you can skip that and check out as a guest instead. In the last step before payment, we need to fill out our name and address and also our email address. And that's very important because the seat reservations will be sent to the email address, so make sure there are no typos there. Also, we need to select our payment method here. I'll be paying by credit card, a Visa card in my case, so I'll select that. Then it's time to fill out the credit card number and the expiry date, also the security number. And then the final step is to click the pay button and wait for the confirmation. What you see next will depend on which bank you have. In my case it's Wise, so I'm going to approve the payment in my Wise app on my phone. Now we're done. The order is complete. The website will show us an order number. It does make sense to take a note of that just in case. The seat reservations will now be emailed to your email address, so do keep an eye on that. Also keep an eye on the spam folder. It may end up there, you never know. My final tip is to visit our website myswissalps.com for more tips about the Glacier Express and anything else you need to prepare for your trip to Switzerland. If there's anything you can't figure out, just go to our homepage. You'll find a link to our forum there, and that allows you to post any question about your upcoming trip, and we'll be glad to look into that and help you out.